Good morning, BHS. I'm Evan
I'm
Atkins,
Mitch Papadakis.
and these are your morning
Here's
announcements.
the pledge.
Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Seniors, if you need senior hours, listen up. There's a community Easter egg hunt happening on Saturday, March 28th. They're looking for volunteers from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. to hide eggs. They are also looking for someone to dress as a bunny. Please see the Google Classroom for more information. Sorry about that.
Another option for seniors who need senior hours. You can earn up to 3 hours this Saturday, March 28th at 12 p.m. by helping with field cleanup at the youth baseball and softball fields near the intermediate school. If you are interested, see Ms. Evans in room 122.
Attention, all BHS students. Magic Seniors clinics and auditions are coming up. Clinics are where you learn the material you'll audition with on Tuesday, April 7th and Wednesday, April 8th from 3 to 3:40. Auditions are Tuesday, April 14th from 3 to 6. Please see Ms. Matarka for more details.
There will be a Teens Against Cancer meeting on Tuesday, April 7th at 2:40 in Miss Week's room, A204. We will finalize the details for the upcoming bone marrow donor drive. Hope to see you there.
There will be a 25th annual Princess Night with a prom dress giveaway on Saturday, March 28th from 10 to 3 at E.J. Thomas Hall. Also, we are still in need of volunteers to serve as a personal shoppers for this event. If interested in volunteering, reach out to Linda. Her contact information is listed below. Hope to see a few of you there.
Permission forms are available for the University of Akron campus visit on April 20th. Grab one from the bulletin board outside room 222 or see your school counselor. This will be our last college visit of the year and is open to students in grades 9 through 11th and any senior who will be attending UA. See Mr. Austin for more details. Permission forms are due to him by April 13th.
Responses for students that applied for the National Honor Society were sent to your school email yesterday by 2:35.
The following students should report to Miss Week's room A204 after announcements. This will be brief. Landon Banks, Catherine Bernard, Zach Fregant, John Gargis, Jackson Hanlon, Ollie Medina, Graham Slater,
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne Sprinkle, Jacob Ware, and Amanda Young.
Here's a video on why you should join the SIGM team. So, as you can see, I was in some of those photos. So, I personally think you should join SIGM. SIGM is where you make the yearbook. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. I got to interview some cool people. It was fun. It was a great learning process. So, please join SIGM.
For lunch, we have Fiesta Pizza. And before we go, we have
some Good Morning BHS videos. We couldn't upload them to YouTube, so we're just going to play them live. So,
here they are.
Have a great spring break.
Today we are going to be here guessing the flags of 10 different countries. They will be appearing around here while we guess them. Whoever answers first and correctly gets the point. That is...
Definitely China.
Yeah, you got that one. India.
You're fast. Spain?
Brazil. Russia? I think that one's Russia.
Japan.
Yeah. Mexico?
I was gonna shoot a random guess. Indonesia.
That has way too many
That
colors.
is, it looks familiar. I just can't put my tongue on it.
Me neither. I have no clue what that is actually.
Yeah, I don't have a guess.
All right.
My new guess is South Africa.
Yeah. Are there any South? I don't think there's any other South countries in Asia. So yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's definitely not Texas.
Uh,
That's the only one I know that has one star.
I just don't have an answer for this one.
Me neither.
I'm gonna go with Siberia.
Spain's not in Africa. New Zealand, I think. No.
Europe? Switzerland?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Switzerland, but I also don't know any. What? I don't know any European countries that start with S. I'm dumb. Scotland.
Tilt it down a little. There we go. What is that? Spain?
I don't think it's Spain. I forget the name, but I'm pretty sure it starts with a B. I'm going with Romania.
And that was all 10 questions. Some of our answers were not good answers, but
And here are our scores.
welcome back to Level Up, the show where we fill you in on your gaming news. Our first story: gamers are in outrage as Epic Games has lowered the amount of V-Bucks you get when purchasing them in Fortnite, as well as shortening the amount you get in the Battle Pass, making the Battle Pass no longer profitable, now only giving the amount you pay back, which is 100 from the former 1500. Next up, if you feel old, it's about to get worse, because on March 16th, GameStop has officially classified the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the Wii U as legacy consoles due to their 20-year-old age and shifting trading policies. And for our final story today, Paramount Pictures released the first teaser trailer / title reveal for the Sonic 4 movie, as well as its release date confirmed to be March 19th, 2027. In this, they also confirmed Jim Carrey will be returning once again for his infamous role as the villainous Dr. Robotnik. And now, for this week's Pokemon of the Week. The Pokemon of the Week is Sableye. It is the Darkness Pokemon, a Dark and Ghost type. In Pokemon X, it says, it hides in the darkness of caves, it's dyed of gems that transform its eyes into gemstones. And its fun fact, before the fairy type in Generation 6, Sableye had no weaknesses, meaning all moves were neutral, not very effective, or had no effect. And with that, this has been your gaming news. See you next week on Level Up. With winter approaching its end, we all know what comes next. Spring.
And with spring comes spring break. So here's some spring break facts.
Between 1.5 to 2 million students go on spring break every year and collectively spend over $1 billion total.
That is a lot of money. The number of U.S. spring break destinations in Panama City Beach, Florida, followed by South Padre, Texas, with Panama City Beach, Florida being number one.
Panama City attracts nearly 500,000 young spring breakers each year, while South South Padre Island attracts close to 150,000 students.
A lot of people again. Corporate brands promoting their products and services on spring break should or stand a very good chance of increasing their brand awareness by 30% by the time their campaign is over.
The average spring breaker spends roughly $1,100 in 1 week.
That is a lot to spend in 1 week. Spring break actually began with a college swim team.
Crime increases over spring break.
That's not a good one. Finally, spring break celebrations go back to the ancient Greeks festivals about Dionysus and Brachius, the god of wine. And that's all the facts we have for you.
Have a good spring break, BHS, and make the most of it.
Hello, I'm here with.
Andreas de la Trinidad.
All right, and you're in DECA, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so I'm gonna be asking some interview questions about DECA. All right, what made you decide to join DECA?
So, my friends actually wanted me to join their compact because they were like, this was sophomore year, and one of my childhood friends, he was a Wadsworth, and he was like, hey, join this compact. And I looked at the compact, and it was business. So I was like, oh, it's gonna set me up for life. You know what I mean?
How'd you explain DECA to someone who's never heard of it?
I would explain DECA. I mean, it is Business and Marketing Academy. You learn all about the business world, the marketing world. You get all these certificates in it. You know, it's just a really big benefit. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right, what event or competition have you participated in?
Well, I didn't participate this year because I wasn't able to because I had to get surgery. But I was in an entrepreneurship event where we had to make a slide deck and present it to a judge.
What skills do you think DECA has helped you develop?
Probably communication and planning. Planning is a really big thing in DECA.
All right, what's been the most challenging part about being in DECA?
Probably the exams to get certificates because we're working on this one for entrepreneurship and it's pretty hard. So I'd say the tests are pretty hard.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
What is the recommended minimum daily water intake for adults to stay hydrated and energized?
No, I'm gonna go with around 40 ounces.
The answer is roughly 8 glasses or 2 liters. What pollinating insect is crucial for spring flowers and global food production?
So it'd be bees.
Which plant, often associated with springtime, is famous for its bright yellow flowers and trumpet shape?
Trumpet shape? I have no clue. I was thinking dandelion.
The answer is daffodil. Who is considered the Greek goddess of spring?
Not Aphrodite, that's love. I don't know this one.
The answer is Persephone. Which spring tradition involves thoroughly cleaning homes to welcome a new season?
Spring cleaning.
And then finally, which outdoor game is often associated with spring picnics and involves tossing a disc between players?
Frisbee?
Correct.
Okay. Which spring gardening method uses kitchen scraps and yard waste to create a nutrient-rich soil?
I don't know much about gardening. I don't have a guess for this one.
It's composting. Next, what are the 3 spring zodiac signs?
I know one of them's Tauros.
Yes.
I don't know the other 2, but I am gonna guess. Aquarius and Sagittarius. I'm just disregarding.
Taurus was right. The other 2 were Aries and Gemini. Third, what do you call the smell of rain that is typically associated with springtime?
Damp smell?
Petrica. Weird name. I didn't even know that. In some Native American legends, which animal helps bring spring rains for crops?
Fox?
It's a frog.
A frog?
A frog. Finally, what activity is commonly associated with spring break travel in coastal destinations?
Ask the question again.
What activity is commonly associated with spring break travel in coastal destinations?
I don't know this one. I don't. Yeah, I don't know that one.
It's snorkeling. That's it.
All right, Andreas, we're playing Keep 4 Cut 4 apps. The apps we have Safari, Spotify, FaceTime, Notes, Instagram, Camera, TikTok, and Messages. What's your first keep?
My first keep would have to be messages,
All right.
100%.
Why?
Because you gotta message people. If you don't have any of the other apps, well, if you have all the other apps but not messages, who are you gonna message, bro?
All right, what's your first cut?
My first cut is definitely notes.
Yeah, true. Who uses Notes? Absolutely
I
nobody.
don't know.
All right, what's your next keep?
My next keep, I'm gonna have to say TikTok.
Okay, you do like
I'm
doom
I'm
scroll?
I'm pretty big on TikTok. Yeah, I like to doom scroll a lot.
All right, then what's your cut?
My cut is probably FaceTime. I mean, FaceTime's cool and all, but
Wow.
it's just FaceTime.
All right, then what's your next keep?
My next keep, Safari. If I need to look anything up important, I can just look it up or use ChatGPT.
You can use that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and what's your next cut?
My next cut is Instagram. Because if I have TikTok, I don't need Instagram.
All right, and that means.
I'm keeping Spotify. Yeah.
All right, that's a great list, Andreas.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm here with.
Carson Fouts.
Spartacus Petrie.
Brennan Hall.
All right, and they all run track, so I'm gonna be asking them some questions. First, what got you guys interested in track?
I guess I did club soccer and I didn't want to do club soccer again, so I heard track was good and I'm enjoying it. It's a lot harder than any other workout I've ever had.
What about you guys?
I'd say like back in elementary school, I ran all the time during recess. So I liked running. I don't know. It's weird.
I just want to get like stronger and faster for soccer, and my friends do it, so I figured why not.
All right, what event do you guys compete in, and why'd you choose it?
Um, this is my first year track, so I don't really know what events I'm doing. I'm doing hurdles, and that's how I spiked myself. But so far hurdles.
My primary event is the 400. I didn't really get to choose it at first. I was stuck in it, but after a while, I got pretty good at it. So now it's my main event.
I do the 100, 200, and the relays. I didn't really choose it either, but I'm glad because it's the shortest distance you can run.
All right, what is you guys' favorite part about being on the track team?
Probably having Mr. Seaman as a coach because he's like actually he makes the workouts really hard, which I do like.
I'd say the environment. Um, Obviously, we fool around just as much as every other team, but we get our work done and we push ourselves and we still have a lot of fun during practice. So I'd say the environment is really cool.
Yeah, I'd say just having to do the hard workout and get through it with your teammates is definitely a lot of the fun.
All right, how do you guys mentally prepare before a race?
I've never done a race, but I mean, my routine is like stretching. Like I take a lot of time to stretch, so that'll probably be my routine. So
Yeah, a lot of warming up. You put your headphones in, you try to lock in. Really, before a race, you get like the nervous jitters, and you just kind of have to control your breathing and just focus, focus, focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just try and visualize myself doing well in the race before the race actually starts.
All right, well, thank you guys.